Alright, hi and welcome back to Dwayne's Guitar Lessons. Another video of this series, painting the back of this guitar. We've got it red and orange put in now, and I'm going to put in the yellow. So this one's going to be kind of three-tone. I'm using just a small little, my airbrush here. I'm going to put into the highlights of the yellow here. And once again, we're still using that dagger stroke that I was telling you about in the very beginning of the video. If you haven't seen that, I would highly recommend checking it out. And that's how you make your flames, is just using that dagger stroke over and over and over again. Mixing the yellow in with the red and the orange. And kind of highlight a little bit. Maybe even put in a couple little yellow flames to go with it, you know. Just kind of highlighting the orange and the red with the yellow. There we go. Just put a little yellow in those flames and kind of bring them out a little bit. Kind of the yellow is what brings out the flame, I think, a lot in this kind of artwork. So the yellow in there, not too much, but just enough to kind of highlight the orange and stuff. Let's kind of put it into the center of the flame there to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Kind of see how that's starting to develop there with some yellow flames next to the red and orange. And once again, just using that stroke that I told you about. That's so important, that dagger stroke. I'm not the greatest at doing it, but I'm pretty good. I've got a pretty good handle on it. And we're just going to use the yellow to kind of highlight the orange and the red. What I like about the airbrush is you can do some really cool stuff with it. Like you can if you want like a really bright color, like if I want some really bright yellow in here in certain spots, you can get real close to the artwork, you know, and spray some really bright yellow in there. Certain spots that I might want to get some bright yellow in there. And then other spots where I just want some kind of yellow that's not so dominant, I just kind of spray it lightly at a distance. And it'll give me a much softer kind of color. So a lot of it's just kind of being able to control the airbrush, being able to control what you're painting and how you're doing it. Not putting too much in there, but just enough to kind of highlight it a little bit, you know. And then you can just fade it into the black, which I really like. So if I get close, I can get a really bright yellow. So I might do that in certain spots where I just want it to be highlighted real good, you know, in the center right here maybe. And then just kind of fade it out. So in certain spots I want it to be kind of bright yellow. spots, maybe not so much. A little bit of a... You don't want to put in too much because then you'll just kill the red and the orange. You just want enough in there to kind of accent that a little bit. You just fade it into the black, and you fade it into another flame. That way the flames kind of, because if you look at fire, the flames kind of, they all kind of go together a little bit. You know, they kind of intertwine with each other a little bit, you know. You might have a flame like right here. I'm making this flame go on the, there we go. That's just a yellow, bright yellow flame right there, and we make another one right here. Do a cool little bright flame right there. Yellow is what we're doing here. Like I said, it's really this stroke, this being able to control this brush. That's why I'd highly recommend, if you're ever going to do some airbrushing, it's something that you find interesting, I would highly recommend trying to learn how to draw first, because that makes such a big difference on this. If you can draw real good, you can do some, you can use an airbrush pretty good, but it's kind of hard if you don't know how to draw. An airbrush is very much like a pen or something, you know, a pencil or something like that. And if you can draw, it really helps if you can draw. And so you just, once again, making these flames. See what I'm doing here? I'm just kind of going over that stroke over and over and over and over again. And then I'm just kind of fading it out when I get to the bottom here. Just trying to accent the flames that are kind of already there. And maybe just adding a little bit of yellow flames in there to kind of add to it a little bit. Okay. I don't want too much in there. Just kill everything, but we might just go back over with some of the red too. This time I might do a little bit of that. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do that, but I'm kind of getting some highlights in there, some yellow, and I've done a couple other flames in there. So we don't want to, like I said, kill the red and the orange, but go. So now we got some red in there, and some yellow, and some orange. And now what I'm going to do is go and I'm going to let that dry a little bit, then I'll put over that candy yellow. It's called pagan yellow, and I'm going to put that over it, over the yellow, and it's going to really brighten up that yellow a little bit as well. Okay, and then a couple more things, and I think we'll pretty much be done with this. Yeah. Let me see if I can put a little, I've got to see a couple more spots here I could do some yellow, so I'm just going to do that real quick here. With every new flame that I put in here, sometimes I just start putting in flames and get too much. Sometimes that can be a problem too. You don't want to put too much in there. That could be kind of an issue, but I just like messing with this thing. It's really fun. So, and some of these I'm putting in yellow, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over that yellow with the red and kind of just change that up a little bit. I'm trying to get all the really nice brightness in some of these spots, because that'll really bring that color out a lot. You know, if you just get some brightness in there, some of the yellow and stuff. What I like about this little airbrush is this one actually does pretty good for fine work. I was just using this one here for the opaque, but it actually does pretty good fine work too. I mean, you can do some pretty cool fine work with this airbrush as well. So it's very possible that I might just start using this one. I thought this one might not be fine enough for the small details, but it seems like it's working out pretty good. So I might decide to just use this one. This one's pretty good. And all these other little flames too that kind of counteract with the flames that I already have in there. Really bring out that color. Okay, so I think we're pretty much good there on the yellow. That's what we got so far. What I'm going to do is go ahead and let that dry, then we'll put on that. So basically what I told you what I was doing is I'm doing two things. You're doing a base coat, and then I'm doing a candy color transparent over the top of that. And this is called Pagan Gold. This is the transparent color. If you can see this, you can see how it goes through. You can see through the bottle on that. That's what's called transparent. Opaque would be more like this black here. This is an opaque color. See how it's solid? You can't see through the bottle. So I've only got a couple opaque colors here, the white, and then I use just an opaque color. I'm using some other paints for this. These testers paints, because I don't have some of these other colors. I'm actually waiting on them, and I didn't want to wait to paint this, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint this up and with the colors that I have, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, so thanks for watching. The next video is coming real soon, and we're going to have this bad boy done pretty quick. Thank you very much for watching. Check it out.